Good morning, students. Beta, today we describe or revise here about the transportation. Here we discuss about the transportation of blood. Okay. So transportation of blood is done in human heart. This is the structure of human heart, and this is the structure of blood. Okay. Means before we starting the circulation of blood in human being, we have to be some important terms about blood. So blood is a red colored liquid which circulate in our body, and red because it contain a pigment called hemoglobin which make it red. And blood is likely connective tissue, and blood consists of four things: plasma, red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. So the main component of blood are plasma, RBC, WBC, and platelets. Okay. So plasma, first you know what is plasma. So the liquid part or liquid fluid part of the blood is called plasma. In plasma 90% of water are present, and plasma also contain dissolved substances such as protein, digested food, common salt, waste product, hormones, all of it. Okay. Second one is red blood cell. Red blood cell are the red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin pigment. Okay. And red blood cell are carry oxygen from the lungs to the all part of the body. So actually hemoglobin present red blood cell while carry oxygen in the body. Hemoglobin perform a very important function of carrying oxygen from lungs to the body tissue. So hemoglobin carries some of carbon dioxide from body tissue to the lungs mostly, and RBC cells are circulate in shape. Okay, red blood cells do not have nuclei, that's why they quickly die, and they are not live very long. And each red blood cell live for about 4 months. One reason for the short life of red blood cells that they do not have nuclei, and it has estimated that about 3 million red blood cells of human blood die every day, but 4 times that number are made in bone marrow every day. Okay. So when we donate blood, save life of any other person, then the loss of blood from our body can be made up very quickly within a day. Okay. Now next is white blood cell. White blood cell fight infection and protection against disease. Means this is because white blood cell helps to fight against the germ and the foreign bodies which cause diseases. And some white blood cell can eat up the germs like bacteria, and which causes disease. Uh, Other white blood cell make chemicals known as antibodies to fight against infection, and in other words, white blood cell manufacture antibodies which is responsible for providing immunity in our body. Okay. So white blood cell are called soldier of the body. This is because they protect the body from the attack of disease causing pathogens and other harmful materials. Okay. White blood cell are either spherical in shape or irregular in shape, and it has nuclei, so it white blood cell do not die. Okay. Now and next one is platelets. Platelets is a tiny fragment of spine, especially cell form in the bone marrow, and platelet help in coagulation of blood, or clotting of blood in the cut or wound. For example, when a cut or wound start bleeding, then platelet can clot the blood, make a semi-solid, due to which further bleeding will be stopped there. And all the blood cells are made of bone marrow. From the cells are called stem cells. Okay, beta. Now we here describe about the circulation, human circulatory system. Okay, means the main transport system in human being is the blood circulatory system, and the human blood circulatory system consists of the heart, the organ which pump and receive blood, and the blood vessels through which the blood flow in the body. Okay. So in blood circulatory system, the blood flow through the three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay. Blood circulatory system for the transport in human being. There is another type of system also, lymphatic system, which also help in transport of material in human being. And the liquid which circulate and carry material in the lymphatic system is called lymph. Okay. So here we describe about two type of circulatory system, blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. But in this lecture we only describe blood circulatory system in human. So the heart roughly triangular in shape. It is made up of special muscle called cardiac muscle. The size of our heart is about same as our fist. Okay, clenched fist. And the heart has four compartment or a four chamber. The upper two chamber of heart are called arteria or atrium, and the lower two chamber of heart are called ventricle. So the two arteries receive blood from two main veins, and the two ventricles transport blood to the entire body and the lungs. The left atrium is connected to the left ventricle through a valve 1, V1, we also call it cuspid. Similarly, the right atrium is connected to the right ventricle to the another valve V2, we also call it cuspid 2, and these valves prevent the backflow of blood into artery when the ventricle connect to pump blood out of the heart to the rest of the body. Okay, this is because when the ventricle contract, the valve V1 and V2 close automatically so that the blood may not go back into artery. So the job of heart is to pump blood around our body. When all the arteria and ventricle of heart contract and expand at appropriate times and make the heart behave like a pump. Since ventricle have to be pump blood into various organ with high pressure, they have thicker wall than arteria, and a sheet tissue is called pericardium protect the muscular heart. Okay, and the artery, vein and capillaries are a kind of pipes through which blood flow in the body, and artery are the thick wall blood vessels which carry blood from the heart to the all part of the body. And artery has thick wall because blood emerges from the heart under high pressure. So the main artery means aorta is connected to the left ventricle to the heart through a valve V2, and the main artery carry oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the all part of the body except the lungs. Another artery called pulmonary artery is connected to the right ventricle of the heart through another valve V4, and the pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. Okay, so and the capillary are thin and extremely narrow tube or blood vessel which connect arteries to veins. Capillary means artery enter the capillary in the body. Every living cell of our body is close to a capillary. So the wall of capillaries are only one cell thick. The various dissolved substances like oxygen, food present in blood pass into the body cells through the thin wall of capillary. So, thus the exchange of various material like oxygen, food, carbon dioxide, etc. between the blood and the body cell take place through these capillaries. Okay, and veins are the thin walled blood vessels which carry blood from all part of the body back to the heart. Veins do not need thick wall because the blood flow through them to no longer under high pressure, and veins have wall in them which allow the blood in them to flow in only one direction. So veins prevent the backflow of blood in the veins. Veins are also found in the whole of our body, and means yeah, the pulmonary vein is connected to the left atrium of the heart. The pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood from lungs back to the heart. There is also main vein called vena cava. The main vein is connected to the right atrium of the heart, and the main vein carry deoxygenated blood from all part of the body back to the heart. So the main difference between the artery and the vein is that artery carry blood from the heart to the body organ, where a vein carry blood from the body organ to back to the heart. Okay, so the heart beat circulate the blood in human being. Okay, when the muscle all of four chamber of heart are relaxed, the pulmonary vein bring oxygenated blood from the lungs into the left atrium of the heart, and when the left atrium contract, the oxygen blood is pushed into the left ventricle through the valve V1, and when the left ventricle contracts, the oxygen blood is forced into the main artery called aorta. This main artery and branch into smaller artery which go into different body organ, and the smaller arteries further branch into capillaries. Okay, so a circulatory system in which blood travels twice through the heart of one complete cycle is called double circulation. And in the human circulatory system, the pathway of blood from the heart to the lungs and back to the heart is called pulmonary circulation, and the pathway of blood from the heart to the rest of the body and back to the heart is called systematic circulation. These two types of circulation taken together make double circulation. Okay. In next lecture we also describe some important topic about circulation, single and double circulation, heartbeat and pulse. Please make it note also and do question which I given you in your homework. Okay, thank you.